Come on, get up.
Morning, Brian.
Stephen, are you aware that you've voluntarily embarked upon a PhD in physics?
Hello.
Hello.
Science.
Arts.
I'm a cosmologist.
What's that?
I study the marriage of space and time.
The perfect couple.
One never knows from where the next great leap forward is going to come, or from whom.
What if I reverse time to see what happened at the beginning of time itself?
Wind back the clock.
Wind back the clock?
Keep going.
I don't know how.
Yet.
Keep winding.
Where to?
It's called motor neuron disease. Life expectancy is 2 years.
I want us to be together for as long as we've got.
It'll affect everything.
You don't realize what lies ahead. This is going to be a very heavy defeat.
But I love him. And he loves me. We're going to fight this illness together. Good luck.
Why?
I'm okay.
So, this black hole at the beginning of time. Brilliant. Brilliant, Stephen. Well done, Doctor.
He has pneumonia. The only way he will survive will be to give him a tracheotomy. He will never speak again.
Yes, he will.
My name is Stephen Hawking.
It's American.
Is that a problem?
It has been a great joy to watch this man defy every expectation, both scientific and personal.
There should be no boundaries to human endeavor. However bad life may seem, while there is life, there is hope.
Thank you.
Sorry, did you say something?
I said thank you.
Poor Benedict Cumberbatch. He was the first to play Stephen Hawking on screen in a television miniseries, and he got quite a bit of acclaim for it. But nobody's going to remember him, I think, after Eddie Redmayne. What a great coup for Eddie Redmayne to get this role. Very Daniel Day-Lewisy when you think My Left Foot, etc. And I think this could really help his career. He has his fan base for sure, but he just hasn't been able to break out of that, oh yeah, Eddie Redmayne, I recognize you, I think you have some fans, but I can't find them, and they never show up to see your movies. We'll see if that changes here. Now, I have to say though, like many of you, when I saw this trailer, I was captivated. I was like, where has this movie been all my life? This is an instant Oscar contender. I love it so much. It looks so perfect. I can't wait to watch it. What a great movie about the triumph of the human spirit. But I think Stephen Hawking is a little more human than this trailer lets on, because I immediately said, I can't wait for the movie. I want to find out what happens right now. I want to see a picture of this couple in real life, their love that transcends this horrible disease. So I went and I did some Google searching, and right away I was like, oh wow, not a love for the ages. This did not work out. And I think that it would be very misrepresentative of this film to only tell the happy part of this story. And I mean, I think it's even a little bit cheating to only hint at the happy part of the story in the trailer. Now, some of you might say, well, darn it, Grace, you ruined the ending of this movie. I don't want to know that something bad is going to happen. But I think that it's important to show that, they make Stephen Hawking and his wife Jane here to look out to be like, oh, saints, they were just such wonderful, great people, and their love, as I said, transcended this disease. So that's the kind of movie you think you're going to go in for. But then you're going to, unless this movie is not accurate, you're going to find like, oh, wow, well, humans are flawed, and they even, the disease is one thing, but humanity is, that's the real disease. Look, I'm writing your movie for you, theory of everything. And I think people are going to be like, well, that was a little bit more of a downer than I expected and not exactly what I was promised by the trailer. And I think the game of Hollywood marketing is managing expectations. A lot of you recently were like, how could you give Transformers 4 a pass, but yet you came down hard on Guardians of the Galaxy? And I think that, as I've said, I've mentioned this before, Michael Bay's brilliance is that he manages expectations spectacularly. he gave me exactly what I wanted in Transformers 4. Mark Wahlberg, robots in China. And I was like, that's what I expected, it's what I got. And I knew it wasn't going to be great, and it wasn't great. It was just explosions. But, I have higher expectations for Marvel. I expect really high quality entertainment, of a more professional manner. So I don't want to get into too much into that, but the reason I bring it up, though, is because of the managing expectations with this movie. It looks like this wonderful pick-me-up, but if it's true to the story, it's not. And I had a similar problem also with the trailer for The Imitation Game, which I felt wasn't representative of, hopefully the film, but at least not representative of what actually happened to Alan Turing. So I'm curious to what you guys think of this trailer. Are you still interested in the movie if if it goes south, if this relationship goes south? Also, do you feel the trailer has a responsibility to at least hint at that? Or are you like, no, I want it to come out of left field and I'm upset that you ruined it for me, Grace. But the internet ruined it for all of us. And also, it's a real life story. So it's, it's kind of like, anyone familiar with Stephen Hawking's life would be aware of this situation. As you can see, I'm not spoiling it too much. I'm just telling you there's a rough road ahead for this couple. And it's not because of his disease. Well, to some degree it is, maybe. But it's very interesting, and I hope this movie does explore it because, as I said, that's the real human disease condition, etc. But, aside from what this trailer doesn't hint at and what makes me fearful for the film, it looks like, on the surface, if you didn't do any research, a fantastic trailer. And I'm very impressed with Eddie Redmayne's performance. And as I said, people will be like, oh, did someone else play Stephen Hawking? Oh, whatever. Eddie Redmayne owns the role. So just write down your thoughts below. As I said, what you think about the trailer, what you think about potential misrepresentation, if the movie should even discuss that, or do you think it's fair game for the movie only to talk about the happy times without giving you a complete picture? That's one of the great questions when it comes to biographies. How much do you have to tell? Is a snapshot enough? What snapshot should you take, etc.? All right, thank you so much for tuning into my review, and you can check out some more episodes right now.